Hey everybody, it's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. I got an update here on January the 29th, 2020. News coming out from Norwegian Cruise Lines. If you've been to China, you can't come on a cruise ship. This is an interesting one. Thanks, by the way, for subscribing to Traveling with Bruce and giving my videos thumbs ups. I also really appreciate all of you who are giving me comments on my videos. Thank you very much. Consider becoming a sponsor member of the channel. Hit that join button and enjoy a Monday night live show just for sponsor members, 7 p.m. every Monday night. Look, here's what's going on from the desk of Kathy Bird, Vice President Guest Services in Norwegian at Norwegian Cruise Lines. This just came out a few hours ago to every travel agent in the world that deals with Norwegian Cruise Lines. Let me read this and tell you what's going on. Dear valued guest, this is going to guests now, and this has also been copied into all travel agents. Due to the growing concern regarding coronavirus infections in China, we will be denying boarding to any guest who has visited mainland China in the last 30 days. These guests will receive a refund for their cruise, provided they provide proof of travel in the form of airline tickets or similar. Please note that mainland China does not include Hong Kong, Macau, or Taiwan. This means, of course, if you are thinking of coming to the U.S. To get on a Norwegian ship or going to Australia or Europe, and you've been to mainland China in the last 30 days, you are banned from any Norwegian Cruise Line cruise worldwide. This is quite serious. It goes on to say, this announcement says, in addition, we will be implementing non-touch temperature screenings for all passengers embarking in Hong Kong. Any guest who registers a body temperature of 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 Celsius or higher will not be allowed to board. These guests will be advised to open a travel insurance claim with their insurance provider. Please know that the safety, security, and well-being of our guests and crew is the number one priority. We truly appreciate your understanding and thank you for your due diligence and assistance in helping to ensure all our guests and crew remain in good health. We also thank you for your continued loyalty. For questions regarding the coronavirus, please visit the website for the United States Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. So this is an announcement that is only a few hours old. It is now a worldwide alert, and this is, I think this is the beginning of a trend. I think we're going to see much, much more of this. We just heard yesterday that British Airways is suspending all flight services from the UK to mainland China. There are now reports coming out of Washington that President Trump is considering banning all flights, commercial flights, in and out of China for American carriers and denying landing rights for Chinese carriers. It just looks to me like a systematic shutdown is continuing for mainland China travel as a whole. Internationally, China themselves have already put in a bunch of restrictions for domestic travel, high-speed train and so on, plane services, domestic plane services, all being suspended, certainly through the Wuhan area. The last I heard is that there are now over 6,000 confirmed cases of the coronavirus worldwide, and it's growing outwardly and accelerating. We have no idea how far this will get, and we don't know what the final tally will be with respect to how many people will perish from this virus. This is a serious issue, and cruise lines have been quick to respond, and now they are going much, much further. Do not be surprised in the next day or two or three. Other cruise lines will start coming up with very restrictive boarding procedures. They will want anyone who's been to mainland China in the last 30 days probably to basically not even get on a cruise ship. How this will work with respect to U.S. airlines, European airlines flying the rest of the world, this could be interesting. Will anyone who's been to mainland China in the last 30 days not be allowed to board any kind of flight, whether it's a domestic or an international? There's just a whole bunch of questions here. What about hotels? What about resorts? wherever people congregate. Just think of the logistics. It is an absolute stunner. Even a few years ago when the SARS virus broke out, they didn't really have this much of a restrictive policy in place, but this virus here, the coronavirus, has really caught health officials around the world, not necessarily flat-footed, but they are on high alert for anyone with signs of symptoms of the virus. We'll stay on top of this story regarding the cruise ship angle and try to keep you posted on what's happening. Just to repeat one last time, Norwegian has basically told the cruising public, if you have booked a cruise with us or you're thinking of booking one that is getting ready to go, if you have been in mainland China in the last 30 years, you unfortunately are not welcome. Sorry, last 30 days, that's right. Thank you, Jennifer. If you've been in mainland China the last 30 days, you cannot board a Norwegian ship anywhere in the world until further notice. This is really something. We'll stay on top of the story. In the meantime, folks, stay safe, stay warm, stay healthy. Thank you for joining me here at TWB. Thank you, Jen, for your assistance today, keeping me on the straight and narrow. We'll talk to you later, everybody. Bye for now.